Good evening, everyone. My name is Anushri. I'm a chatbot developer at Chrysalis Tech Lab Private Limited. On behalf of everyone, I would like to welcome Charulatha ma'am, an accomplished data science trainer with over 8 years of experience in Python, data analytics, machine learning, and Power BI. Ma'am has trained thousands of learners across prestigious institutions such as Satyabama University, Dr. MGR University, St. Joseph's College of Engineering, MOP Vaishnav College, and has delivered impactful corporate training programs for leading organizations including Unilever and Bot VFX. Our ability to simplify complex data concepts using real world examples and hands on approaches has made us highly engaging and result driven. We are truly as our guest lecturer for today's mini project webinar and look forward to an insightful and enriching session. A warm welcome to you, Charulatha ma'am. We are excited to learn from your expertise. Over to you, ma'am.
So, guys, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah. So, today we are going to learn how to explore and read a data. Before going into this topic, let us say a few things. What is a data? What is a data? What is the usage? What is the need to analyze it? We are reading and we are going to explore a sales data today. And what is the need for reading and exploring? Any idea? What is the need of reading and exploring a data? What is a data?
Well, data is, I guess, is a collection of information from various, end users or customers. And then once we have this data, we can, target one side, maybe sales or, procurement, and then further estimate as to how the business is running and what can be done to improve sales or improve productivity.
Yeah, exactly. So, data is more valuable in order to make decisions. We can able to make decisions if we collect a proper data. So, whenever I say a data, what is the need of the first step in data analysis is exploring, reading, and exploring our data. This is the step one or the first step in data analysis. So, whenever I want to analyze a data, what does it mean? I need to first understand what data it is, what it is, how it is, and what will happen in the future, and also what is the perfect solution for this particular analysis. When I go to this depth and data analysis, the step one is to read and explore the data. In this, we are going to read a data. Obviously, the data which we collect will not be a complete data, and also it will not be a perfect data as well. Some data might be inconsistent, noisy, or missing values even. So what we need to do, we need to do some of the pre-processing like cleaning steps so that it can be made as a complete data. Why we go for this particular step? Reading a data so that we can able to analyze it. But what is the need of exploring the data? It is very much important. If we feed a wrong data and we try to analyze the report from this, like when we want to make a suggestions or solution, or when we want to make a business decisions from those data, again, if the data itself is wrong, obviously the decision or the analysis we do on the particular data will go wrong. So it is very much important to clean the data. That is what we are going to see in this today's session. So now let us see a step by step procedure how we are going to read a data and we are going to explore the data. So we are going to read a sales data and we are going to read the particular data by using pandas. So pandas is a very important library function which is used for reading a data as a data frame. So data frame is like a tabular column where we have multiple columns and rows, and then after reading our data we are going to learn how to clean the data and a simple analysis. Whenever we do analysis or we say we are going to analyze a data, instead of just giving it as a report, a lengthy or a big paragraphed report, if I can able to make a visualization from that, it will be much clear and give you a clear insight of a data so that anybody can understand what exactly the data is about. Here we are going to take the sales data, so we can clearly understand what is about the sales. And the last is we are going to give a conclusion whether we are going to update it and what are all the things we are going to do in that. So whenever I say reading a data, so in real time, we can't say that the data has should be in a particular format. It can be a CSV file or an Excel file or SQL dataset. Of course, many of the industry will be storing the data in a database. So we need to understand in which pattern the data are stored, in which particular structure the data has been stored. When I just want to read a CSV file, I'm I'm going to make use of the library function called pandas. So basically pandas is Python data analysis. Whenever we go for the basic functions like adding a two numbers or something, a basic thing like conditional statements, we don't want to include any of the library functions like C or C++ or Java. We can just simply make use of the variables and we can able to do it. But whenever we go for a analysis, mathematical or to develop a model, obviously we need to import the relevant library function which is needed. So whenever I want to read a data set or in order to do a basic pre-processing, I need the module called pandas, which means Python data analysis, which is a very important module which will help you to read the data, and also some of the pre-processing will be done by using the pandas. So since I am using a CSV file, I'm renaming the pandas as PD. It is completely your wish. If you want, you can rename it or you can make use of the pandas. So PD dot, since it's a CSV file, I'm going to read underscore CSV. Whenever you want to read a Excel, just give it as Excel or SQL, whatever. And I want to display the first 5 datas alone. Now I have named my data set which is red a variable. Whatever you declare on the left side is your variable. Now by using this variable, I'm going to display the first 5 data because I don't know anything about the data. I just want to view the data, what it is. So I'm just giving dot head. Obviously head is the first half. So it will give you the first 5 datas, what exactly. Parallelly, we can see a code for this particular code. What is the output? Let us see an example as well. Now I have imported the modules like pandas, numpys, matplot libraries. These are the 3 modules which is used. Let us see why these are the modules and what is the need of each and every module. So obviously we have seen about the pandas, the Second is NumPys. NumPy is numerical Python. Mathematical relevant functions for using the mathematical relevant functions, we make use of the NumPys. Since we are going to do some of the pre-processing steps, if some data are missing, I want to complete the data. So I will be going with a statistical concept called central tendency. So to make use of those concepts, I need NumPys. In NumPy, the mathematical relevant functions are performed by using a array. We all know array is a collection of similar type of data. The representation of an array is like a list, which is a collection of data. Then you may ask, why we go for an array, why not list? The processing speed of a NumPy array is 50 times faster than a list. So in order to make a quick processing, we go with the arrays. The third module is matplot library. Whenever I say analysis, what comes to mind? We can able to see it visually. What is the sales? What is the profit? What is my product wise sales? In what product A, what is my profit? What is my revenue? When I just say this as a report, when I can able to visualize it, that will be much easy for us to understand. So in order to make a visualization report, we go for matplot libraries. Apart from that, we too have another modules like Seaborn. That is, those Seaborns are used for much data manipulation, some advancement over the matplot libraries. So now I have imported the necessary data which is needed, modules that is needed. Now what I need to do, I need to first read the data set. So for reading the data set, I need to give the complete path. So df is equal to, I'm just declaring, I'm just reading the file, and this sales data is in my home page. So I have not yet specified the entire path. If it is in some other data, like if it is in the D drive or A drive, you need to give the complete path, because you need to tell your system, you need to feed the system perfectly where it is. If you don't specify it, it can't able to read. After that, if I give df.head, only the first 5 datas will get represented. So these are the datas I have in the sales data. So I have different type of products with different quantities and prices. Now what I need to do, I need to explore it. What is that? I need to understand how many datas are there in total, so that I can make a conclusion whether the data set is complete. If it is complete, it is ready for us to analyze. If it is not complete, obviously I need to make a pre-processing or a cleaning step in order to make it complete, because I can't take a incomplete data. So for that, I will be using the data file name .info. Info is information. It will tell you the information about what is the file contains, how many datas are there, how many columns are there, in each of the column how many entries are there. So do any data is missing, it will show clearly what are the data type we have on each and every column, so that we can make a understanding what exactly the data set is about. So the data set which I have taken have only 5 columns: date, product, quantity, price and revenue. The data set is a complete data set because I have 1825 entries in total, and all the columns has a 1825 entries. So the data set is clear and complete. I don't want to do any of the pre-processing here. Next, what I need to do after knowing the data set is complete, I need to describe what is the total count, what is the mean of each and every column. The column will be taken for the float and integers alone. Because product is a categorical data, again the data is getting classified into two types. One is a numerical, the other one is a categorical data. Whatever data you can able to represent in numbers, we say as a numerical data. When we can't able to represent a data in categorical, say gender, marital status, which country belonging to, which city, which department, these are all categorical data. So this describe will be applied only to the numerical column. It can be either an integer or a float. So it will tell you what is the average of the particular column, what is the standard deviation, what is the minimum value, what is the maximum value. We will be finding what is the 25%, 50%. So the entire description about the numerical value will get displayed so that I can make an analysis and understanding on an average what is the quantity that has been sold, what is the price, what is the revenue I get. Okay, so deviation in the sense it may be like plus or minus, but some deviations will be there. So I can make a conclusion from this. Next, I need to do some of the data cleaning. Obviously, I know there is no data missing, but still I need to understand, I need to check whether any datas are missing. So for that is null.sum, so that it will tell you whether you have any missing values. If you have missing values, this data will be it in each and every column. It will show how many datas are missing in total. So as of now, I don't have any missing values, so it is 0. Then I need to convert the date because I don't the date are in a year, month and date pattern. So I will be converting the date. Okay, so I'm just converting the date. After that, I need to remove the duplicate entries because I don't know whether do I have any duplicate entries within the data set. Again, having a duplicate entry will take you to misleading. The same data is getting repeated, so it will be considered as a separate data. So from this, even the analysis may go wrong. So we should be very much clear. Even with the wrong entries or duplicate entries, this analysis should not go wrong. So make sure that there is no duplicate entries within that. So from in the data frame, I'm making use of the function called drop underscore duplicates, and then in place is equal to true. What does it mean? Wherever I have the duplicate entries, that particular row will be represented as true. The original entry will be represented as false. So those I will be making, whichever row has true, I will be marking that as duplicate. So now I have described it, I have grouped it. What I need to do? I need to do the feature engineering. What is feature engineering? What are the things I'm going to do? That is, I'm going to tell which is going to be my feature and which is going to be my target. Obviously, here the target is a revenue or the sales. So that is my output. Target is nothing but the output. And I need to tell output can be predicted by using the input. So you need to tell what are all your inputs. Those inputs we say as a feature. In simple terms, inputs are features, output is the target. We need to, in this date, I'm just splitting the month and year separately. So from the date column, I'm just making use of the function month and I'm taking that as a separate, I'm making it as a separate column month and year, and I'm calculating this revenue by multiplying the price and the quantity because I don't have the column revenue. So what I'm doing is I'm just calculating the revenue by multiplying the quantity and the price. Now I know on each and every month on the particular year what is my revenue. I know this value. Okay. After completing this, now I have read my data. and I have prepared the data, whatever it is needed for making an analysis. Before making an analysis, please make sure whether your data are ready to explore, ready to analyze. So what we are going to do, first thing is we are going to check what is your monthly revenue. How you can do it, do the monthly revenue? First thing is, see, in a month, let us take an example. I have 5 different products. So in the first month, I have 5 different revenues from each of the products. So I want month wise what is my revenue. It can be from product A, product B, product C or product D. So what I need to do is I need to group it. I need to combine it. I am applying an aggregate function in that sum. Okay. So I'm using a categorical data for group by, and I'm naming that as monthly revenue. And am I using the group by function? How I'm going to group? I'm going to group the revenue month wise. So it will tell me on each and every month what is my revenue, so that I can easily understand which month has the maximum revenue. By seeing this, I can make a conclusion. As per this, the seventh month is having the greater revenue. The second is the December month. July and December is my maximum revenue. So by seeing this, I can make a conclusion. By seeing the data set, we can understand some revenue is there. But when I want to make it as a consolidated, when I just want to make it as a conclusion, I go for a EDA process where I can clearly understand by seeing this. When I group by based on the month, the revenue on each and every month, what is my revenue? Here I have used the aggregate function sum. Even you can use an aggregate function average, that is depends on your requirement. As of now, I just want the total revenue month wise. So from this, I can make a conclusion that whenever it comes to July or December, I will be getting maximum revenue of 91 plus or 93 plus. So this is what the understanding I get by seeing a data. So this is why we go for an analysis and visualization. I can get a clear picture what exactly the sales data is conveying, where I need to focus, why it goes wrong, and the least selling month is February, which is just 72,000. So why it is so? Do the season is off season, or do I do any mistakes, or where I need to concentrate so that I can able to increase the sales? So these are the aspect as a data analyst I need to focus. Just giving the data and a report is not a work of a data analyst. He or she should give a solution and recommendation why it was happened, what before giving a report like why it was happened. He should know what was happened and how why it was happened. Exactly. As per this particular record, February month is having the least sales. Why it's so? He should know the justification for this. Then only he can give a solution or a recommendation. What can happen in 2026 February? How can I able to boost the sales in February 2026? And what is the recommended solution? So a data analytics, it's a combination of predictive, prescriptive, descriptive and diagnostic. So by seeing this analysis, I should answer these 4 questions. That is very much important as a data analyst. And next chart. So whenever I see a chart, I can get a clear idea what exactly, and I'm going to make a plot, okay, with a markers. Marker is a O. So I just want monthly revenue trend. Whatever I have given it as a numerical value, I'm just making that as a chart with in the x-axis, which the x-axis, that is what the x label is going to be the month and y label is going to be the revenue. And I want a grid beside, okay. In the background, I want a grid and I want to show it. So By seeing this, I can see the maximum selling is on the 7th and 12th month. So by seeing this, I can get a clear idea, right? So the sales will get increased on the 7th month, on the 12th month, and I can just focus on 7th month. So in order to boost more and more revenue, if that is not a problem, the least month which I get the least profit or the least revenue is the second month. So these are the conclusions I can able to get by seeing this visualization. A good You should make a reading and exploring of data for our easy understanding. This is the step one process of data analysis. The next is I'm just going to make a comparison because I have different years and I want to make sure what is the revenue in the particular year. I have 2023 data and my revenue is this. So I have only 1 year, so I can't make a comparisons. If I have multiple months, it will just tell me the comparisons like what is the sales in 23, what is the revenue in 24, and what is the revenue in 25. Whether it is gradually increasing or decreasing, I can make a conclusion. So I can get a clear understanding. Anything we see visually will get registered and anybody can easily understand what the data is and where I need to focus on. The next is, so that I just want to know, I'm dealing with 5 different product. I want to know which product is more having more sales, which gives me more revenue. So in order to identify that, I will be using the function again, the group by, and this time I'm using the group by using the product category, and I want to sort the data in the descending order. If I want it in the descending order, within the sort underscore value, you give the ascending is equal to false, which means I want it in the descending order. So the maximum selling product is product B, which gives me 2,14,695 revenue. In total revenue, it plays a vital role. It gives me the more profit or more revenue, more sales. Okay, so I'm just plotting the top selling products alone. You can specify it like whichever data. In this particular example, I'm just dealing with 5 product, but in some cases I can deal with multiple products. So I just want to know which are the top 10 product which I'm dealing with. So for that, first please make it as a sorting order, group it, sort it. So in order to group and sort it, what we need to do, again we need to make use of the group by function, and we are going to group it based on the product, which I'm going to group it based on the product, the revenue. Again, I'm making use of the aggregate function sum, and I want to sort the data in the descending, that is, which is maximum revenue. So it will be represented, and I'm going to make it as a bar chart. Okay, the top 10 selling products by product and revenue. So it will tell me which product is dealing with which value. So the keywords are more important while preparing a chart, whether you want a bar chart, column chart, pie chart. So you need to specify the name in a proper way. Okay, and similarly, if you want a day of week, every week, Monday, what is my revenue? Tuesday, what is my revenue? Again, group by using the function group by, I'm just making it as day by chart. And by seeing this, I have the maximum sales on Thursday. So the maximum sales on Thursday are almost, it is 15,6647. 1,56,647 is my revenue on the particular Thursday. Every Thursday I will be having a maximum revenue. So I can focus more on Thursdays. So I can get more and more product on the particular day, and I can sell and I can able to get more profit. So these are the things I will be making it as a conclusion. So when I just go with this particular exploring and this thing, first I need to load the data and I will be understanding its structure, and then I will be analyzing the patterns with in a different way. In a different categorical, with a different categorical data, I will be making an analysis. I will be seeing what is the revenue comparison, what is the weekly trend, monthly trend, how the customers are making a pattern, what is the pattern it follows. A simple, in simple terms, we are loading a file and understanding what exactly the data is about, and we are going to give a clear insight of the data in order to make it very to make a very good business decisions and solutions. This is what the topic, reading and exploring the data. So by exploring the data, we can make a clear understanding of our data, and we can able to analyze what it is and how we are going to focus on the business decisions by using this data. So by this I can just make a conclusion that my I'm getting more revenue, that too on Thursday. In the month of December and July, I will be getting the more revenue. This is what a conclusion I can able to get by using the sales data. Exactly. This is the step one process in data analysis. Before developing a model or before making a business decision, it is very much important for us to understand what exactly the data is about and how we are going to explore it. Is that clear? Any doubts in this? We have seen a sample data, and we have some examples too. We have seen some query uh, examples too. Do you have any questions or anything?
No, ma'am, it is clear.
Clear, ma'am.
Or any other questions? Like, do you want to ask? If you want to ask any questions, like you can ask regarding this exploring or data cleaning, anything.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Instead of this, we can use the Power BI tools. And we can do the data cleaning and broadcast and the
Yes,
columns and
obviously
everything.
we can go with Power BI as well, but whenever we are not going to just stop with the data analysis, we can also extend it by developing a model for this, and
Oh,
we can able to make a picture like in Power BI. You have some standard visuals, and we can able to
sure.
make use of those visuals, but here we can able to fine tune it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other questions? We can also create a dashboard, and we can also make it as an automation by using the Streamlit in Python as well. Guys, any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Then can we
Thank you so much, Charulatha ma'am, for delivering such an insightful and practical session today. Your clear explanation, industry relevant examples, and detailed guidance on the mini project have truly added immense value to our learners. We deeply appreciate the time and effort you have dedicated to this webinar. On behalf of the entire Eduinx learner community, we extend our sincere gratitude to you for sharing your expertise with us. Thank you once again, ma'am, for being our esteemed guest lecturer. We look forward to more such enriching sessions with you in the future. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you,
Can
ma'am.
we have a copy of the presentation, the Jupyter notebook that you used for reference?
Yeah, sure. I will share with the team. They
Okay.
will be sending you.
All right. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.